So here's just a quick refresher about using Powtoon to create your argument or presentation. Once you've logged in, you want to start by choosing your dashboard, and then you can click Create. Once you click Create, you'll be able to choose from the different templates or starting from scratch. In this case, I've chosen to start from scratch. Once you're doing that, you can then choose a filter, so you can use business, marketing slides, training, etc., that you might like to see. Sometimes I use education, it's one of my favorite ones. If you're on the free version, you have to notice if it says business here in the corner or pro. If it uses one of these, then more likely you will not be able to use it without upgrading to the paid version. In this example, I am going to use Picto Style. So I'm going to select Picto Style and click Go. It's going to take a few moments for it to load up. While I'm waiting for it to load, I'm going to talk about reminding you to keep it simple. It's very, very difficult. This is a new program. There are a lot of options and features. Try and stay focused on delivering your message, not giving us a lot of flash and a lot of bang and surprises and features, because if you give too many, it'll get distracting and people will forget your message. In this case, you can see that my screen does run a little bit below what I need here. So what I'm going to do is just adjust the screen a little bit here so that I can see my time stamp down here. Now for a quick tour of the screen. On this side here is the slide organizer. You can see what slides you created and you can move them around and put them in the proper order. You have some buttons up here to clone objects in a slide, to duplicate a slide, add a new slide, and remove. Here it says if you want to make it as a movie or as a slideshow. I generally like the movie better, especially if you're going to embed it or present it. That means you don't have to talk. The slides will do it on their own. Down below here, you can push play or play current slide from the start. That way you can focus on one slide. You can zoom on your slides here, and this is the slide you're currently working on. Now I've already chosen Picto, so because I've chosen Picto, you can see again I can choose a different style if I wanted to. I have different things that I can use. When I click on Library, I'm going to have different things to choose from. Notice I have the characters, different styles, male and female. I have static characters that are not moving. There are some other little pieces here, now free marketer pieces, okay? And then there are props down below. And so there's lots of options for you to choose from. One of the first things you might want to do is put your text in here. It's probably one of the easiest ways to go. In order to choose text, you select text here. If you choose text here, you would get a text box where you can change your text. You can change the font, the color, if it's bold, italics, underline, font size by either choosing the minus or plus, or by typing in a number. You would double click here to actually type. You can also click on this small edit button. It will bring up this page where you have all the same features for editing the text. It is a little bit easier to edit text here. You can then add different text effects, such as writing, the words appearing, word by word, letters bouncing, letters rolling, words fading in, or letters appearing. It kind of looks like typing. It's kind of a neat feature to use. Or you can just use plain text and it just shows up. Down below here, you'll see your timestamp. Okay, this is going to pace everything that happens. And the way you're going to work with this is just by simply scrolling down a little bit further so we can see a little better. As you add new features here, they're going to show up down here. And when you click on one, you can decide where you want to come in by choosing what the time will be. You can also add special features or effects to them, such as fading, popping, coming in down or popping up, coming in from the left to right, no effect, or the famous hand feature. If you find that your slide is too short, you can simply add seconds to your timeline by adding this plus. If it's too long, You can remove seconds from your timeline by hitting the minus sign. Here you can choose backgrounds. Now these are your style backgrounds. If you click here, you'll see a few more different ones here. You can also search all styles for other backgrounds. Again, be aware of whether they are paid or free versions. These are image backgrounds. You can see there are quite a few different ones to choose from. So you might want to scroll through and find ones that you like. If you don't see enough, you can certainly click the More button. I'm going to choose this one just for fun. You can add shapes, arrows, circles, things like that here. Also action buttons. You can click on them and have them do different things. Also, you can add full shapes. So you have lots of different options and things that you can add. You can add graphs. You can bring in an image. These are frames. So you can put your image inside one of these. You can put your own face inside one of these pictures maybe. Sound. In order to add sound, you're going to want to click one of these buttons. Soundtrack is music for the entire slideshow. You can do a professional voiceover, which means it's sent away and somebody else will record it for you. That's probably a paid feature. You probably don't want to use that. You can also use the voiceover track or voiceover per slide, which is a great feature if you want to record each individual slide. For this demonstration, I'm simply going to use the soundtrack. When you click on soundtrack, a list of music is going to come up. Note, music that is free is in green, and will have the add button, not upgrade. You can change genres by clicking this. Again, notice the ones that are in green. You can preview them by clicking here. When you have chosen the one that you want, you simply click add. It will be added here, and you can click apply. That is now part of your slide. Sorry about these little distractions that keep popping up. You can also add video, but only if it says slideshow. So let's go back over here. Notice here it says movie. If this were to say slideshow, you can use slideshow. So there are some options for you and a quick little tour. Notice over here again, you can slide these, move them around as you're bringing in multiple features. You can change the times, how they come in, how they fade out. Don't get too overwhelmed. Keep it simple. Get your message across. Good luck. Enjoy using Powtoons.